I'm in the Kuril Islands, or Kuril Islands, between Japan and Russia, and looking at waypoint 8, which is an extinct volcano. That's the last point on this flight, and you can very clearly see it from runway 30. So the flight's called checking the temperature, so we'll check the temperature along the way. It's 15 degrees here at the moment, which is probably unusually warm for this part of the world. Anyway, let's get going. Wheel brakes off. Yeah, we do got a crosswind. We do got one. 100 knots, 6 degrees back. 5 degrees, it's finally off the ground. Gear up, flaps coming up. Cool. So our first stop is a fishing, and I'd say could be a fourth waypoint over there. Mike India Golf copy. Mike India Golf copy.
Tower 007 frequency.
Okay, let's get our speed sorted out. Yep. And altitude is good. So the runway is 370 feet. So we want to be about 2200. Almost there. 200. We're at 2000 feet at the moment. So the first waypoint is a fishing village, which we can see immediately after takeoff. So there's a lot of, obviously, forest on this island. Not that many cultural features to navigate by. So we're going to be looking at fishing village. It's about half and half, mountains and structures on this flight. Let's come to the left a bit so we can see this fishing village as we go past. There it is. Now there's a classified structure which they want us to do a security flight over. It's dead ahead. Let's pull the map up rather than I think of it. Well, that's loading up. We'll probably... There we go. Right on track. So I'll just hide that for the moment because we're almost at the structure. We're going to come left a bit because we're turning right to head to the coast as soon as we go past this. I'll go to the recon cam and get a nice clear view of it. There we go. So it's a classified facility. Can't tell you what it is because it is classified, but all looks good. Nothing's on fire. It's kind of an X-Files thing, I guess. Okay, so we're coming to the next waypoint. I'll pull the map up, which basically is flying to the coast. And then after that a volcano and then an airport. So we're kind of heading south east at the moment. The coast here actually looks pretty nice, which is why I chose to put it in the flight plan. And there's this outcrop, which is where I've placed the waypoint, this rocky outcrop here. So there's not much in that direction. There we go. Waypoint 3. Now, as usual, I'll get down to about 500 feet along the beach here. Beautiful colours. Following the coast, I think that's our waypoint slightly right of centre, the peak up there, I believe that is probably what we're going for. It's about 10 miles away. A lot of ocean out there. Now what's the time? It's exactly 10 o'clock. Back onto the helmet cam. Let's expedite a bit. I have to climb a bit now. Yep, it's got to be our, what we're talking about. Let's have a look at my, that is indeed it. Yep, it's in my recon pictures in the briefing notes. It's got a green box around it. That's the one. Extinct volcano, and quite interesting crater actually. Going slightly inland again. Let's check the map. Now once we fly past the volcano, slightly right to Budavestnik Airport, UHSB, then we come back up the northwest coast, a couple of villages, and then another volcano. Cool, so let's climb up here. Go back to the recon cam, forward looking camera. Turn left a bit so I can go to the right wing cam and get a nice view as we fly past. So here we go. Very nice. Okay, continuing on. Beautiful colours here. Now I do have the MiGMan's autumn scenery running here, which brings us these lovely warm tree colours. And as we come through the clouds and clear this peak, we should see a hint of the airport. It's on the far side of this bay. Yeah, there's a township down to the right as well, which we won't be flying over today, but there's a couple there actually. One about 1 o'clock and one right over and halfway around the bay. We're heading straight ahead and they just start to see the outlines of the airport now. Runway running across our path. So I'll actually I'll hit the east end of the runway and fly past the tower, I think. Sounds like a good plan. So I'm just veering slightly left of track. Let's get the tracking on. Here we go. Slow off a bit. Could have talked to the tower, I suppose. Actually, it'd be nice to do a touch and go here, but anyway, I'll just surprise them on this occasion. Vestnik Airport. I think the tower's on the right, from memory. Can't see it. That's alright. Cool. So once again, about 45 degrees right. And we'll head for the west coast. Climb a bit so we can see where we're going. And we're going to hit the coast pretty much on a fishing village at the mouth of a river, which you can see on the map. There it is, waypoint 6, small river, the lake behind it. And, that's where we're going. So I'm going slightly left of track, so I want to hit the village, kind of flying along the coast. You can see the lake now just appearing about 1 o'clock, and there'll be a tiny river there, the village, so it's at the edge of this forest. Let's get down low. I hope the village is still here. Yeah, very small. I think just a few buildings. Not sure. It might have could have been blown away in a storm. Okay, that's something to report. Oh, and I forgot to check the temperature, didn't I? It's 14.4. It's about the same as when we started. Okay. Now you could follow the coast actually all the way along to the next village, but I'll keep it short on this occasion and cut straight across to it. It's about 5 miles. Not 5 miles, it's more like 15 miles. We'll come slightly left and let's kind of round the corner of the coast at low level, just before that village, because now we've seen that that other village is gone. Well, you know, there could be some skullduggery abroad, so we'll make a covert approach. Could be foreign operatives there. Maybe they blew the village up. Maybe they dismantled it. So let's approach below radar. Come around these headlands. It's all part of the fun you can have in these flights. Driven by the power of imagination. Your imagination, it knows no limit. Okay. I'm going to check where is the village. Yep, it is, yep, straight ahead. So yes, there's still houses here. There's no smoke in the air. Everything looks peaceful. Good job, I'll look back as we go out. Yep, nice. As we ascend to the Eagle's Nest. Is it this first peak? No, I believe it's further along. Check our map. Zoom in. Oh, yep, it's quite a bit further along, but we are in the right track. We'll come left a bit. There it is. Yep. It's not the first volcano you see, it's actually the last one here. These clouds look awesome. I'll take a picture of that actually. Nice. Here we go. Let's circle the summit. Let's go right wing cam. Nice. Camera up. Righto, and from here we should be able to see the airport once we get turned around. There's a fishing village on the coast where we started down there. Actually, we're not going to be able to see it through these clouds. And we better be a little bit careful here. This is fun. I'm going to stay up here where I can see there are no mountains. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome cloud. There we go. We've got a hole here. Can break through. Look to the right. Yeah, wow. Pretty thick cloud. What a great view. And that's it. And there's the airport. Very visible from those peaks. Cool. Let's get permission to land. Channel 2. Channel 2. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 2.
Tower 007, 3 miles northwest, 4,700 feet to land.
007 Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er 2 and 279er at 27. Fly left downwind runway 31.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Fly left downwind runway 31007.
As you can see, it's a pretty short runway. It used to be twice that long by the look of it. Something you don't see every day. A new and not improved runway. And it's downhill as well. Oh, it gets even better. Okay, well, we better do this one on the numbers.
007 with 279er at 27. Clear to land runway 31.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 31007.
Okay, I'm going to go back to helmet cam. Get myself lined up a bit better. And let's slow up. Pop the speed brake. There's a fishing village over there. Speed brake in. Start the turn. Geared out. Flaps 1. Flaps 2. I don't think they've got approach lights here either. Pretty sure of that. Seeing they cut the budget and unimproved the runway. At least there is a tower operator. Yeah, quite conservative approach. It'll take a couple of minutes to get to the threshold, but anyway, better safe than sorry. I'm going to go back to the recon camp. Maybe I'll land in this view actually. Could be quite exciting, particularly as we could run out of runway. Okay, speed brake. .137, need to lead a fair bit of speed off. Just neutralise the trim. Use the back stick. It's better. Speed brake in. 117 knots. I come in pretty low because I'm going to pull up as soon as I can. Just clear these trees. Just clear them. .109 knots. Going to cut the throttle and flare. Yeah, not too bad. Remember, this camera is very low. Go back to the regular view. Oh, no problem at all. Don't know what I was even worried about.
007, turn next taxiway.
So there you go.
007, contact ground on 127.7.
Mike India Golf copy.
Going to 127.7007.
So there you go. Flying into Iturup Airport in the Kuril Islands. It's certainly very scenic. Impressive backdrop over there. And it is a downhill runway 30, so that makes it even more interesting. Right, looking forward to the next adventure.